Welcome back to Factorio, the tutorial with me, JD, and here we are. Why can't I do that research? Oh, I need to do robotics research. Fine. We're going to get rid of this mixed patch. We want as much iron as possible and just a little bit of coal, because that's generally how you chew through resources. Lots of iron, only a tiny bit of coal. But basically I want to make sure I get all the iron. I'm standing in the way. Really? Okay. I'm going to have to do some funny business with these belts. That's all iron. Okay. So that's that. And we do it right here, right across the words. It's not fault line, it's not layering, it's there's a word for when two minerals intersect one another and pass one another. It's not coming to me. Unfortunately it's going to put everything on one side of the belt. But that's fine, we will deal with that after the fact. Haha! Underground? And I'm now stuck. Pick that one up, put it back down. Pick that one up. Okay. That belt, that belt, that belt. That belt, that belt. No. Back to that side. That belt, that belt, that belt. One more underground. Underground's getting precious. Okay, this is our mixed belt of all our rubbish, which we will now fully power up. I'm going to power it up from the coal side because I'm going to want a lot of this iron. Okay, one mixed belt of rubbish. I'm going to take it out and we'll just move it to there. Alright, we want filter inserters. We want 6 of them. On either side. We're going to tell this guy to please take the coal off the belt. We're going to take this guy to take the iron. And then we shift right click to copy, shift left click to paste. Nice and simple. Chests for mass storage. There and there. We're then going to put down another row of inserters to take it out of the chests. These guys no longer need to be filter inserters. The purple ones are filter inserters. Power there, power there, power there, and power there. So now we have a belt of coal. Conveniently, we have a spot to put a belt of coal. This is a belt of iron, which really we want to get into that train as quickly as possible. But we never want this to back up, ever. That's a catch. Look, for the moment, I'm probably going to regret this, as which happens with all temporary things. They never ever become non-temporary. We're just going to feed it into the end of this row. Pick up the dead miners whilst we're here. So hopefully, and like these guys, we're getting a little bit of backing up here. Not a lot. Is that any better if I turn you that way? Yeah, that's better. Now it's just these 3 miners that'll back up. Is that any better? Technically a splitter is what I need. Yeah, the fast replacer's really not sure what to do there. Alright, point is, these guys will hopefully work. Unfortunately, this one's already maxed up. To fix that or alleviate that, we will do a funky little fill both sides of the belt. Just to help alleviate this. Because if this belt backs up, the whole sorting process will stop. Let's go there. Oh, did that actually do anything? I don't think it did. No. That did. So just move this bottom half onto the other side of the belt. So hopefully these guys don't back up anymore. Because now we're using both sides of the belt. Anyway, we've got sorting done. We've got robotics done. We're going to build, well, research, construction robotics. Again, not that we can do half this stuff yet, but the research is getting there. Have some iron ore. Our coal train is failing because we didn't put the chests in. And our radar coverage is failing even worse because I didn't put a radar, say, here. That'll do. Just because we couldn't quite see half our train station. Come back to coal 1, please. Because I've got to put down the chests. Actually, if I do... Oh, it's too late now. The train's gone. Train's gone. If I just delete those chests, they'd fire up and start working. Now we've got half the coal tapped and... Ooh, almost got trained. Oh, that's a merge. That sort of needs a signal. Signal. Yeah, all that blue is one solid piece. Okay. Alright. One thing at a time. So yeah, because I removed that chest, the inserters are not sitting there waiting anymore. But now we should have the resources to do this properly. Belt, 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 lefty belt, lefty belt, lefty belt, lefty belt. Okay. Pick up one bit of random coal. Jump on train, go back to coal 1, because those signals are actually super important. Because it means whilst the coal train's here or the iron train's here, the other one can't come. Which would be bad, so he's going to stop all the way back here. Signal. Make you a new block. Make the train station itself a whole block. And then this train station a whole block. And then right before the merge to be another whole block. You ready to go? 3,000. Really? Ghost rail planning comes up as part of construction robotics? Sure. Alright, we're going to get a ride back. because we need to start really playing with oil. We're really late into this series to not have blue science up and running. We're literally at the point of let's just ticking off any red and blue science, red and green science we can. Not red and blue. Did we pick up more landfill? Nope. I'll do it. Come here, rock. 20 stone, 1 landfill, 1 landfill goes into that square there, which looks like it was already landfill, already land, but turns out with the graphical update, it wasn't. Alright, we need everything to make oil. So, we need iron pipes, which means we need iron. We need underground pipes, which means we need iron. We need oil refineries, which need iron. There's a theme running here. Put a faster inserter there. Cut that belt because I'm impatient. We need bricks for iron refineries. I want 10 bricks, so I want about 70 bricks. That'll definitely do. Stack of steel. There's plenty of that right here. 10 refineries, sure. Green circuits, it seems. No. Let's not do gears by hand. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We need an assembler making pipes, because we need lots of pipes for refinery stuff. Chemical plants. 6. Probably not nearly enough. Go grab some more steel. 23. Getting closer. Another assembler. Nope. Let's cancel the production of some of this stuff. Another assembler. Come on, I want another assembler. Cut the belt there. We're gonna make... You're gonna make pipes, and you're gonna make underground pipes. Alright, refineries. Where are they? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of those. Chemical plants. 10? Nope. We want storage tanks as well. 10, maybe? We are sort of choking the rest of the base, but chemical plants, more steel. Yeah, steel's important. Nope, I do not want to do pipe by hand, please. How much pipe to ground do we have? 30, not nearly enough. 8, 9, 10, 15. Nope. More green circuits, please. That's 20. Oh, plus the 10 I already crafted, so that's actually 30. Logistics robots. Alright, we're going to do mining productivity. There we go. We're short on all the resources. We might as well get some mining productivity. Mining productivity is probably one of the best, weird and wonderful, almost useless researches there are. Well, it's definitely one of the best infinite researches there are. Eventually comes down to not too expensive and goes on forever. The important thing is it's 2% extra resources for nothing apart from research. So it's one of those ones I recommend we tick off, well, you tick off when you can. It's not really something you have to rush to get, but it's definitely something that comes in handy over time. Oh, and we need pump jacks. How many pumps do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 5, no. Do not do pipe by hand. 5, 3, 6, 7, 8. We just need all this crafted faster. A lot faster. We need an offshore pump. Really? Alright. We're half prepared. And oil's going to go down here because this is where our crude oil is. It's the only crude oil in our starting area. And wow, that's an expansion. No, gun turrets are doing alright. Everybody sort of gets to a certain point and just dies. Oh. Yeah, pollution might be offending the neighbours. And they're probably due for an expansion settlement. Yeah, so they're probably about to expand here. The biters are getting very close. You know, our Great Wall of AP ammo is definitely keeping them at bay. But, they're definitely getting closer. And more grumpy. Okay, we'll pick up this and we'll pick up that. We'll cap you to 2 just in case. And we'll cap you to 5 just in case. Oh, and we're going to rehook up that belt. That seems important. Okay. Pick you up as we're running past. No, you're still actually working. You're not. And gun turret, gun turret, gun turret, car. It's about time we got in our car and made our way across there in style. It's like a DeLorean with a gun turret on top. Whoop. This is where we need to be. Okay. Pump jacks. No, don't craft one. Pick one up. Pump jacks, we put them over oil, plain and simple. And in version 14, so the version before this, we had this little update that put a nice green box over them, which was really handy in the middle of forests. Because I'm telling you, in the middle of a forest, you could not find these things for the life of you. Okay, we all need pipes. No, let's turn you sideways. Turn you sideways. And you cannot walk through pipes. That's something you guys need to keep in mind when building your oil. You cannot walk through... Where is pipe? Let's put down a solid stack of it. You can't walk through this stuff. Which is, yeah, 50-50. I find it frustrating. I'll put it that way. A little bit ridiculous. Yeah. Now we don't have fast replace on pipes yet, but we'll get there. Power. Right here. Large power pole from there to there, please. Small power pole. Alright, we have oil. We're actually going to cut that one short because I want to start my oil processing probably going left to right. So this is an oil refinery which we feed oil in the top and we get out petroleum, light oil and heavy oil. Now in a later research, advanced oil. So standard oil processing, let's start with standard oil processing. Standard oil processing, here we go, gives you 30 heavy being the red one, 30 light being the yellow one, and 40 petroleum. Okay. Thing is, we need more petroleum than anything else. When we get up to advanced oil, it gives us 10, 45, and 55. It's a much better ratio. It's actually normally the first research you do as soon as you get blue sites. And that's for a number of reasons. But for the simplest for right now is this is the only choice we have. Now, the change of recipe means it now takes in water as well. So one of these two pipes at the top become water. And the way I like to remember it, there's lots of different ways of remembering it, but the way I like to remember it is the black one for petroleum goes with the black one for oil. Simple. We take some pipe. And I will put the extra pipe in here now for water. Not that we have any yet. But I'll put the pipe in there and we'll pipe water into it later. Okay, oil tank there and there. So we want to we never want these oil pump jacks to ever stop running, because oil is an infinite resource. It's, as you down there, 8.4 per second, 10.2 per second, 9.1 per second. It's a per second resource. So as long as it's got somewhere to go, you're fine. You'll keep producing. Nope. We want to go out 2, out 1 for these two. And for a later project, we want to leave a gap of 3 for beacons. So it makes the pipe work a little bit more, well, weird. Not confusing, just weird to look at. One there, one there, one there. Actually, let's do this properly. Let's do this properly. So we're going to hook the heavy oils up. We're going to hook the light oils together. We're going to hook the petroleums together. We're then going to use the blueprint command. Grab one of these in their entirety. And as you can see, all the pipes join up nicely. And we can just run along and place all these. And I don't think I have that many, but that's besides the point. They're placed. They're ready. We know where they're going when we expand that far. We just need power from there to there. And these guys will start ticking along. Not that they can really do much yet. Put down our power poles. And somebody's banging around something in the background. Put down all our oil refineries. Was 1 too short. Done. Oh wow, that changed the recipe underneath. Okay, mining productivity. So first one gave us, where are we? Bonuses tab. Mining productivity. First one gave us plus 2%. Next one will give us another plus 2%. And it will really add up quickly. So I'm going to put down our straight pipe. Now, pipes are dangerous, is probably the best way of putting it. You never, ever, ever want to mix your fluids. Which is actually really, really easy to do. So that's why if you ever see somebody's refinery set up, you'll find out there's lots and lots of underground pipes. Because, underground pipes do not they can't. If I put a pipe here, it's 50-50 whether it gets filled with heavy or light oil. Alright, and if I do this, yep, it all went for heavy for some reason. But if I give somewhere for petroleum to go, eventually the light oil will overcome the heavy oil and the two will mix terribly, and yeah, horrible things will happen. So yeah, lots of underground pipes is often used, and everybody's very careful about when they're laying new pipes. In fact, I've seen people do whole large, I just ran out of underground pipe, whole large setups with laying down the pipe and not hooking up to anything until they get it to their final destination, and then hook it up and have all the liquid flow, just so they can see if they accidentally hooked it up to the wrong thing as they went. Oops. Alright, I'm short some underground pipe, so I'm going to call it here for this episode and jump my car and go grab more underground pipe. These guys are already, well, they hold 25,000, so they're what, a fifth full already, just over. So we need to get petroleum really up and running and get Science Pack 3's blue science up and running, which means making engines, which we've done. It also means advanced circuits. Advanced circuits, they're plastic we get from petroleum and coal. So that's really the point we're at. So as always, thank you guys for watching, and I hope you're enjoying the series. Oh, and the very most important thing is I have to wish happy birthday to my daughter. Not going to go ages, names, or anything like that. As you guys know, I'm a single dad, but today's her birthday. Yes, Boxing Day is her birthday. And, yeah, happy birthday, dear. Alright, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Alright, bye!